Aristocracies are inevitable. They exist in every society, every one. Socialist, democratic, monarchical, they all have aristocracy in one form or another. Even in the Soviet Union, there was a privileged class. I remember reading Peter Hitchens' The Rage Against God, and he was being chased by the police wrongly to collect some bribes or whatever. Well, anyway, he went to the street where he lived, and they followed him. It was a street where many Soviet politicians lived, and they asked him why he was there. And Hitchens told them, "I live here." And they immediately apologised and left, because they were like, "We don't want to mess with this guy, he's clearly important." So it shows that there's privileged classes, there's an aristocracy of sorts in every society. It's universal to humans, or at least humans who live in a civilized society. It's entirely natural for people to pass on their talents, wealth, education onto their children. And I don't really think it's possible to kill such an urge. In order to abolish aristocracy in society, you would have to change human nature, which humans cannot do, only God can do that, really, so it's impossible, and it's futile. Instead, what we should do is we should use the aristocracy to the advantage of a society. What we should do is create a role for aristocrats in our society and give them different duties and behaviours which they must abide to, and have grave punishments for failing in those duties. The church created chivalry to curb their aristocracy and turn it to the advantage of their civilization. They created knightly virtues. I mean, it wasn't perfect. There was still, don't get me wrong, medieval warfare was still pretty brutal. However, it did restrain the ravages somewhat. Before, the nobles were just completely unrestrained, and they often killed with impunity. Regardless, I feel we should do the same. It's time to stop lying to ourselves and stop saying, "Oh, we don't have an aristocracy, we're democratic," or "It's impossible to have an aristocracy." Nepotism and aristocracy will always exist. And my question is, are we going to make use of that, make the best of that? Or are we going to do this futile war to abolish it entirely? At least be open, have it an open role in our society so we can make use of it, rather than pretending we don't have it.